Well, I'm already checking out here.
Hi, everybody! Happy Fursuit Friday!
Happy Fursuit Friday.
As you can see, we're going to be talking about Ghostbusters Frozen Empire.
Cool.
Cue the picture.
Oh, wait.
Sorry.
You didn't tell me
I just did.
Do it this way.
Ghostbusters Frozen Empire.
Let's see. Oh.
So yeah, they were actually selling shirts of this in the concession stand, which I thought was such a strange thing.
The concession stand, you say?
Yeah, that right there. See, they got the shirts, they got the popcorn bucket, they got a mug, and green Slimer popcorn. What is it? Green caramel popcorn. I almost got some because I love the color green and definitely like that flavor, but I was like, no, what? No, I'm not gonna get into the hype.
Price. $30. $30 for a drink and really cool popcorn, but it's still just caramel popcorn.
Is that for? What about the shirt? I thought there was a price for the shirt. Is it that somewhere else?
I did not see a price for the shirt. I'm sorry. It is not on that.
Is it above there? Maybe.
No.
I don't know. Anyway.
This is only the shirt. I mean the drink and the popcorn. That's it.
So yeah, that was quite the unusual thing to see at a movie theater. I was not expecting that. But yeah, it's literally just the shirt is literally just the logo of the movie. As much as I was tempted to get that, I was like, you know what? I don't know if I'm gonna like this movie. So I don't know if I want to buy this shirt before seeing it. Because I definitely know that people have made that sort of mistake in the past.
Yeah. It is a cool shirt, though.
But anyhow, so this movie, which just came out on March 22nd, I believe. Yes. It is a movie that was directed by Gil Keenan. And
I love Keenan.
Was a screenplay I co-wrote with Jason Reitman. I believe is that Ivan Reitman's son.
Yeah.
And is the sequel to Ghostbusters Afterlife. It stars Paul Rudd, Carrie Coon, Finn Wolfhard, McKenna Grace, Celeste O'Connor, and Logan Kim reprising their roles from the previous movie, alongside Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, Ernie Hudson, Andy Potts, and William Atherton reprising their roles in the original films. And new characters are played by Kumail Nanjiani, Patton Oswalt, Emily Allen Lind, and James Acaster. Not exactly sure who that last person is. But, they're probably that guy. The bad guy. Anyway, so yeah, definitely was a very interesting movie. Was glad we got to see it so soon after it came out. And, yeah, what did you think of it?
I liked the ghosts.
Yes, there was a lot of really cool ghosts, both old returning ones and new ones.
The default color for the ghosts were blue.
Yes!
I like that.
Blue.
Yeah. It was nice to see some returning faces, like especially, Slimer in particular, as far as ghosts go.
Yes.
Spoilers, if you haven't seen the trailers.
Oh, is he in the trailer?
He's in at least one of them.
Okay. But yeah, it's hard to have a Ghostbusters movie without Slimer being there.
Yeah. He's
Slimer's,
I think he's in all the I think he actually is in all of the live-action movies.
But yeah, there's actually kind of a neat callback to potentially the animated series, I'd say, with his appearance in this one. At least that's the way I took it. I took it as an implication of the animated movie.
He's actually hanging out in the fire hall in this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, whereas in the other movies, he's always been out in the wild.
Yeah. Like driving a bus for some reason.
In the second movie.
Like, oh, okay, you drive a bus now. Okay, hopefully you got your permit there.
Yeah, unfortunately, Rick Moranis has retired from acting.
Yeah, so he's the only major character from the original Ghostbusters that did not return, other than the late actor who was addressed in the previous movie.
Harold Ramis. Although we didn't get Sigourney Weaver in this.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. Yeah,
she made a cameo.
She did make a cameo in the previous one. Yeah. But anyhow, yeah. So this movie was really cool. It takes place 2 years after the previous one, I believe.
Yeah, it takes place. Like the Ghostbusters movies are interesting in that they seem to coincide with the year they've been released, and everything. There really hasn't been a whole lot going on in between.
And
And sometimes,
there's also a really interesting thing in that they kind of mix the elements of reality with the elements of the movie, as they actually show like commercials from the 80s as having existed in their world, uh, and the Ghostbusters theme exists in their world. So Ray Parker Jr. wrote a song about the real men who came and caught ghosts in real life.
I always took it as kind of canon anyway that he existed in the universe because the actors appeared in character in his video.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I guess I did not know that.
Yeah, well, they play the clip of it in the movie, like when they're all dancing together. That's from the music video. So I figured he exists anyway in that universe. So I was like, that made sense to me. The only thing that was kind of weird, like they did it in one of the Marvel movies, at least one, where they had the toys. And it's like, hey, that proton pack exists as a toy in that.
Yeah,
world.
that was that kind of was a little strange to me, but still pretty cool. But anyway, yeah. So besides that bit of an oddity there, pretty much like all the returning characters you wanted to see from the previous movies, they all get to do stuff. They got a few new characters that showed up in this movie. Some that could have used a little more development, but hey, this if this movie is successful, they'll probably keep making more, or potentially even a TV show or a streaming service show potentially.
At this point, with all the characters, I think streaming is the best way to go.
With the way things are these days.
Yeah, there's just so many characters, and so many took the. Backstage.
There, besides Slimer, there was another ghost that was from the original movie that showed up again in a very brief moment, but it was like, hey, they didn't forget this character existed. I like that. And the new characters played by Camille Nanjiani and Patton Oswalt, I thought both were fantastic. They both did a great job. They were fun inclusions to the cast. I hope they continue to show up in future projects, and also I hope both their actors continue to be successful, because I really like their comic stylings.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Paul Rudd's character is also somewhat interesting. He's I don't know. I think I liked him better in the first movie compared to this one. He kind of got a little bit more bland, I'd say, as far as his character goes, and his status as their relationship was like forever like brought up, but then never fully addressed. So I thought that was kind of weird. What did you think of that?
Oh yeah. He definitely went from being this, everyman. He was kind of like almost the audience insert, almost into this world in the first movie. In this movie, he's just generic pseudo father figure.
Yeah,
that's it. There was nothing unique about his character.
He originally was like really knowledgeable about this stuff, but now he's kind of just been relegated to just being the father figure instead of knowing things about this stuff. It only comes up like maybe once or twice that he knows about stuff that the other characters didn't. For the most part, it's the new characters that get introduced who are like, I know all this stuff that you don't, and here's what the audience needs to know. But yeah, the son and daughter characters, I think were both great. The son, the 18-year-old boy, I think that's Finn Wolfhard, if I'm not mistaken. He's from the Stranger Things. Yeah. I think he could have given more to do, especially considering in the previous movie he had a whole romance subplot with the other teenage girl that he met and all that. But I don't think that romance is necessarily needed, but just that he needed more to do. He had one little moment of, like, hey, I wanted to drive the Ecto-1. You never let me drive, and
like that gets in the attic too.
That gets that too. But I'm just saying, like, that was like this one character moment was that he wanted to drive the car, and like that was it for something that had to do with him. The thing with the other thing is more like just to establish the other character and less to do with him, I feel. But in any case, who else can we talk about here? All I believe that I saw that the special effects actually had like real physical props on set, and it wasn't just CGI like movies used to do for a while.
Well, for some of the things anyway, it's definitely.
I mean, it would have been enhanced, sure.
Well, I mean, come on, like the sewer dragon.
Okay, yeah, that. But I'm just saying, like that the main villain and Slimer were both physically on set, from what I hear. Like they were puppeteered and actually there. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, just like the original movie.
Let's see what else is say here. The first film in the Ghostbusters franchise to be released following the death of the franchise co-creator Jason Reitman's father, Ivan Reitman, who posthumously received credit as producer alongside his son and Jason Blumenfeld. The film is dedicated to Reitman's memory and celebrates the 40th anniversary of the first film. It was also the 100th anniversary of Columbia Pictures.
Oh, yes, it's true.
There was a very cool intro. It showed all the different versions of the Columbia Pictures logo.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So I thought that was pretty neat to see. Anything else you want to chime in about?
No, just that I was kind of disappointed that some of the kid characters they were introduced in the last movie. Like, hey, we're gonna be like, I think it feels like it's implied they're gonna be the new Ghostbusters.
Oh yeah.
They all kind of, I mean, they all are part of the group, but most of them just they're just in the background for the movie. And one of the characters, podcast, does the exact same thing he does in the previous movies. Like,
some of the
same scene.
Same beats get replayed as a, hey, remember this from the last movie? Yeah, there it is again.
They pretty much did it, and I don't know. I mean, that's the thing. They put so many characters, and it's so bogged down. They either need to start separating them into different groups and keeping them separate, or getting some characters to leave.
There was also a little bit of a pseudo James Bond visits Q kind of stuff happening where there's like this new lab, and in the background we see characters testing out new ghost catching gadgets, and it just feels like when James Bond would visit Q, and you'd see all the other scientists in the background, you know, doing random stuff that doesn't get the focus, but we see it in the background behind them, and it's like, okay, it's a little strange, but all right, it's kind of fun at the same time. One of the gadgets actually did end up showing up in a later scene, getting used by a character, so that was that kind of got paid off, I guess. But not all of them. There was at least one that I remember got used in that sort of fashion, but did not show up in the action. I wonder if that was a deleted scene. But some of the other ghost characters had some really interesting stuff going on. It kind of felt like something from an anime to me. What did you think? Do you think that they had some anime inspirations?
Oh, maybe, but I heard that they based a lot of their inspiration on the real Ghostbusters cartoon show.
Oh, okay.
And that, they were trying to have a similar pacing and feel to the cartoon. And I could definitely see it. I mean, you know, gadgets and the wackiness. And they did unfortunately do the giant sky hole. Which is the trope that's so played out by now, and it's even been used in previous Ghostbusters movies. Yeah. So it's like, can we cool it on the sky hole and
beam, the giant beam of energy going into the sky? Yeah.
No, well, specifically the hole though.
Okay.
So because it's just a beam is a beam, but the hole, like a big portal in the sky, and then how many times can that containment unit bust open?
Yeah.
How many times?
This is the last time. Hopefully.
Yeah, I hope so.
But anyhow, one other thing. There was no post-credit scene.
Yeah, there's like a mid-credit, and that's it.
Yeah, I was definitely, especially since the previous one had both a mid-credits and a post-credit scene, right? I want to say. So yeah, if you're watching this video before going to see it, there you go. Once the first scene plays out after the first set of credits, you don't have to stick around to the very end if you don't want to. The music's fun, and obviously, if you want to give attention to any of the fine people who helped make the movie, see the music credits at the end. More power to you, but don't be disappointed if you don't see anything at the end there, because there isn't one, unfortunately. But anyhow, yeah, so definitely give this movie 2 thumbs up. I didn't think it was bad at all.
Tsukonko. Wait a minute.
Can you give it 2 feathers up?
There you go. 2 thumbs up.
Okay.
I forgot about my mutant hand.
But yeah, definitely enjoyed this movie. I definitely feel like it's up there with the original as far as
Where's the original?
How good it is. I definitely feel like it had a better story than the previous movie, and the movie that shall not be named that happened in between the original 2 and that one. And the second one, Ghostbusters 2. That's one of those hard to call cases, because you have like all this nostalgia for it, but if you actually go back and watch it, it kind of has a lot of flaws that you used to overlook, or at least you remember not having issues with.
I think I progressively like each new movie a little less than the one before.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not that any of them are bad. I like them all, and
except what about that one though? The one in the middle.
I haven't seen it, so
you didn't see it? Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, I think I like each one a little less than the one before, but I still really enjoy these movies. I'll keep seeing. They keep making them. I'll keep seeing them, as long as they're following the original storyline, original universe, I should say. You could do sideline stories. I don't mind that. Go ahead, but make sure it's in the main universe. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you have a great Fursuit Friday, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.
Lost the curse.